And welcome back to Sun Service. And we're gonna go to the North Wharf to go for Bolai. The sauce tax evader. Saucy tax evader, yes. For more information daw, sabi ni Paimon. Wow, this is one of the things Paimon actually help. Parang ano, nang ganun. Suggested something. Sabi ni Yelan, oh, sure.
Huh? What's Bolai doing here today?
Okay. Nasa labas na siya. Ayun, okay. Tapos, na.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy it at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
The saucy merchant.
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so...
Alright. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet.
Second Life, yes.
If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay. Well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
Kasi who was negotiating with Bolai leaves. Okay.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
I've got more than enough in my bag, yes.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Zhiyi. Have you heard of him before?
Yes.
Zhiyi? Yes, he's quite well known.
Okay.
I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Zhiyi never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family.
But he's sus.
He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
He sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you?
No.
Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... that's Zhiyi right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
Okay.
Where?
Okay.
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlo. Come on, let's follow them and listen in. Try not to let him see you.
Yes.
We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
Gonna hide like how we...
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this.
Ito, yung dati, yung beans. I'm gonna throw beans.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
Gonna hide in the barrels.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine who...
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
Huh? What happened? You should pick... Oh no. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Yes, I know.
Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
Yes. Okay. We do.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Pots? Mga cold drinks or something?
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance.
Okay.
So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
High quality
Very
cake?
thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Okay. Gumaganda rin si Lin lang.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Zhiyi. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
Fake Fake
I don't know.
liquor? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nag-separate ways na sila. Oh,
Ito,
nag-bedo tayo.
ito.
Bedo.
Zhiyi seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Zhiyi's a great guy.
Are you sure about that, Paimon?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions
Yes.
just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to?
Yes, Paimon. Or else you have no food.
You're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Zhiyi because you want to be Tianchi yourself, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys. You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
Blackmail.
See?
Come on! Off to the south wharf we go!
Blackmail.
Easily,
Pero hindi.
easily deceived ng... Ano ba yan? Paimon. Yan lang si Paimon. Ooh. Like, ano, ooh. What? Do we have to? Then, you have free food. Okay. Let's go. Southern Wharf. Nandito? Dun mismo sa ano? This place. I'm gonna freestyle go there. I'm gonna freestyle swim. Swim, oh. Let's go. Wala. Southern Wharf. Saan siya? Saan dito? Okay. Cutscene time.
The wharf is as busy as ever.
Yes.
I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Okay, sure. One of the fishmongers, yes. Dr. Uncle Soon, this one. Kasi ka-competition niya si Uncle Gao. Let's talk to him first.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
We're here to ask you about someone. We're here to buy some information. We're here to ask you about someone.
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the Liu Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone. We've heard about this young man called Zhiyi, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity. Without batting an eyelid.
Yes, Zhiyi. He's been making quite a name for himself recently.
That's a huge
I've got
fish.
some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him.
Okay.
Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go?
Ang laki
What
ng-
doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yes.
Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Okay.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
And why is that?
Why is that?
Why is that? Yes.
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
Okay.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Yes. Let's go get out. With Beetle. Continue looking for clues. The what?
He has a very popular reputation.
Oh, ay, ano pa pala? Siya na pala.
Why is he
Here to buy some
the la-
fish? It's 300 for 1 or 3 for 1,000.
That fish is you.
You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Of course, they're gone. They're
We're from
gone.
the Society for Fish Price Research.
Wow.
We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society
things up.
for Fish
Basically.
Price Research. I haven't done anything illegal.
Hindi
Stay out of
ganun.
my business.
No.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Zhiyi who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I
Petition
know.
niya. Let me guess.
I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh, why is that?
Why is that? Exactly.
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him.
Okay.
He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
You'd
Tell us
rather you
that.
didn't know?
Okay.
Well, I spoke to him once briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's all.
Okay.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
Okay.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Good point, Paimon.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name.
The less convincing
Okay,
it becomes.
let's keep going.
Okay, sure. Let's go.
They keep saying he's poor. Is he still poor now? Really?
Look, we'll have to find out. This is sino yung Dugo Shuo? Si Dugo Shuo?
Hey,
That
it's
kid.
you guys.
Oh, siya. Si Dugo Shuo. Dugo
Oh, yeah.
Shuo.
Honored to meet you. What brings
What's
you
up
to
with this
me?
kid?
Ewan ko.
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Okay.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course, we
Wow.
also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
Parang si Sherlock Holmes, di ba?
Now she's lying to a kid.
Exactly. But it seems to have made his day. I guess it's a white lie. It made his day.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name
White
of
lies are still lies.
Zhiyi?
But
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Zhiyi. For example,
I can't remember.
I can't
So
remember.
that explains why you have
Probably
white hair.
because it's nothing that important.
Okay.
I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Zhiyi?
Him being poor.
Oh
naman,
yeah, I know that.
Okay.
It was about 2 or 3 months ago.
Wow.
Before that, people always used to talk about Zhiyi in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him.
I wonder why.
Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Okay, sure.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Zhiyi stories in the street.
They seem
like nice people.
I'm thinking they're the Fatul.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies with them too.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshan Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
Yung dating
Any of that
matapila.
sound strange to you?
Yes, I heard it. I'm completely lost right now. This one. I'm really lost right now.
Strange? What was strange about it?
Oh my goodness.
Zhiyi seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly of him. And Dugu Shuo seems to
Paimon
like
is out
him
of brain
too.
juice again, I guess.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from?
Oh, yeah.
It almost seems too good to be
Fatui.
true.
Like I said before, Fatui. Fatui
Could that be
Harbinger.
true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top if you ask me. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Zhiyi's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details.
Okay.
That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Zhiyi has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months.
Yes.
His
Biglang-
childhood,
ano,
his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events.
Exactly.
So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that, it is kind of strange.
Like
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Zhiyi was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity
maybe
campaign.
he's working with someone's helping.
Right. And that changes everything.
Exactly.
It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing. That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do?
Investigate.
Even if we ask Zhiyi about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Sure.
Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues.
Yes.
Whoever is secretly helping Zhiyi must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Zhiyi's manifesto on who we're dealing with.
Harbinger.
Come on, let's get back to Yenshan Tea House.
Sure. On the stage, behind the stage. Candidature analysis. Go back to Yenshan Tea House and check the manifesto. Let's go. Ay, sa kabila nga pala. Anyway. Kabila, kabila. This. Kabila. This one. Wala. This one. The teapots. Oh, sa taas. Sorry. Taas pala. Upstairs. Wala.
One with nature.
But I didn't reach it, but it triggered the cutscene, so...
Zhiyi's
okay.
manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up would be like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Okay.
I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together.
Yes.
Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
We better hurry!
Yikes.
Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Zhiyi, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically. Made any discoveries?
Not so far, but we're still looking! Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through.
Exactly.
Well, we gotta start
So yung ano ba yung
somewhere.
tick yung ano niya? Yung... Read chapter C, read chapter rock, read chapter roads. The treacherous terrain around Huaguang Stone Forest and Chiyun Peak means the area has weak transport links. The sheer mountain peaks are connected only by rope bridges. That's true. Yun yung matataas na mountains. They are dangerous to walk on and wholly unsuited to the transportation of goods. These areas are rich in medicinal herbs and ore deposits. Building a road network around the mountains would be beneficial for everyone. Covers plans to build roads and bridges. Okay. Rock. Much of Liyue's folklore suggests that Rex Lapis left a great deal of wealth in the mountains of Liyue. However, due to obstacles hindering the excavation operation at the chasm, many projects have been called off. The workers of the Black Cliff Forge have been idle near the Golden House for a long time now. They should be given first refusal if any suitable projects arise. Covers mining, town construction, and rural exploration. C. Due to a variety of factors, sea storms have become stronger in recent years. I suggest we set up a special patrol unit to deal with sea monsters. The fleet should consist of the following. Covers various issues related to coastal defense. Stop reading.
Oh, this reading is giving Paimon a headache.
Wow.
Let's take a break.
Sure. Food break. Joke lang.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shanghua!
Changhua from Sokarap.
If you're back,
Di iba yung
that
iba spelling.
means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
Yes.
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always
The
had
voice
another
is
trick
familiar,
up my
but anyway.
sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Sure.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him.
Yung ba yung businessman? Yeah, I think
The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works.
Okay.
Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Okay.
Who'd have
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Qianwei's accounts are open to the public.
Okay.
Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all.
Right. Open in public yung ano niya, transactions, business deals, okay?
Qianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets.
Yung isa sa Ministry of Civil Affairs, government institution again.
It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
Exactly.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
Okay.
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
Wow.
You... Whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you. Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Ningguo.
Well, you're all ears.
Okay. And
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Ningguo struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers.
Low self-esteem, ganun, okay. Poor communication skills.
But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
Okay.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Ningguo at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
Ningguo is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today.
He's a businessman, talaga ano. And then this one is talagang government employee, government worker.
According to Miss Yu, the ministry often gets Ningguo to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Ningguo gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Okay.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. I'm starting to get it now.
Yes.
Thank you both. You're free to go now.
Slow si Paimon, but okay. So, mabilis
So,
yung
have you finished
mabilis
reading the
yung utak niya pag
manifesto?
madaming food niya. Anyway.
We still have a bit left.
What do you mean? Hehe. Anyway, you finished reading the manifesto with Yelan. And what do you find out?
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheongshu Pool redevelopment plan.
Cheongshu Pool, banda doon sa taas yun eh. Anyway, what's that?
Cheongshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there. So there are even more secrets buried deep underground.
The
At some
Fatui.
point, a rumor began to go around that there is great
organization.
treasure buried beneath
You know,
Cheongshu
yung
Pool.
mga spies
A
nila.
long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining
Military,
team conducted an
nila.
exploratory excavation there.
Okay.
So, did they find any treasure?
Treasure. Paimon. Treasures
None.
and food.
The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend. Zhiyi's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans.
Okay.
Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui,
and
even local Liyue factions.
Fatui.
Did you find anything?
Fatui.
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto?
The rock chapter, the Black Cliff Forge.
Oh yeah! Zhiyi said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well,
And this is
that
used
makes
to mark
everything
Black
much
Cliff Forge.
clearer. So Zhiyi wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Qianshu Pool.
Ayun.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Zhiyi's secret supporter?
Not really.
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful
they're just-
factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives,
Forging.
but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so
Weapons,
many resources into
basically.
a risky project like this.
Okay.
Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Okay, yeah. But before we go to the Black Cliff
Zhiyi
Forge,
and Mingbok both turned out to be completely different than what we thought.
yes.
What about Zhiyi? Is there another side to him too?
Oh, for sure, of course.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yes, don't
I
judge.
like this balcony
Nga eh.
place. Kailangan ng umbrellas.
Yes, parasols, yeah. But anyway, before we go to the Black Cliff Forge to investigate, we'll end it for now. The next video, we'll actually go to the Black Cliff Forge to investigate. Okay. But for now, we'll end it here and see you in the next video. Yes. Okay. See ya, everyone, and bye. Bye.